Hello, my name is Carolina. This is Carolina's Closet, and right now I will show you 5 different ways to join granny square crochets. Granny crochet squares. Is it granny crochet squares or granny square crochet? I've been saying granny square crochets, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, and it's granny crochet squares because it makes more sense. I'm sorry if that has been bothering you, if you have by any means, any chance, have been watching my videos. Anyway, 5 different ways to join them for any project, but if you want, I have 2 projects with these. I have this blouse, this like crop top, and the granny square pants that I did, and I have released a full tutorial for the pants, and I will release for the blouse in a few days. So if you want some projects to use the techniques that I will show you, I have them. That's it. Let's do this. Hello. So we will be joining these. They're all tucked in and they are big. So let's start the joining process, the joining of squares with my personal favorite, which is the whip stitch on the back loop. For these, you will take a piece of yarn, and usually you will be using the same color yarn as the outer bit of your squares, but I want to be showing you how to do them. So these are the right sides, and you can and you can tell that because the V's, they are facing in an angle to the inside. So like, see, this is the back side and this is the front side. In some more intricate squares, you will have like designs and things in the front, but generally there's a general different look to the back. So this is the back, this is the front, but mainly this is the important bit. So the V's of the stitches facing in an angle to the outside versus the back side that it's in the inside. See, this is the difference, and this is what makes it, you know, easy to join, because if you want to join one like this, it's going to be hard, and I've had to do that a couple of times and it's not easy. So yeah, right sides together, and you will start in the very in the very corner. So for my squares, I do 3 stitches in the corner, so I will be picking the second stitch. If you use 2 stitches, you will grab one of them in the side that you're going to work in. But yeah, and you just grab the outside. So yeah, the outer bit of the V, and this is the outer bit of this thing here. Don't do what I just did. And you can do a little knot in the very end. Yay. So now we will be doing the rest. So basically you grab just the outside part of the stitch and holding that and like pulling the needle through. See, like this is just the outside bit. If you look closely, see, there's the V, and we're just catching these outside portions of it. See, this one, just this, and not the full thing. So just on the outside, I'll just open it just so that you can see. Okay, here, and then here. Focus, yeah. Here, like this. And be sure that you're getting the same stitches on both sides. So if you do, well, you should be doing your granny squares in the same, with the same amount of stitches. They should match, and you just, you know, you're following them so that they really match. See, gap with gap, over here will have a gap. With the gap, they are very, you know, the absolute same. So you're getting and you're stitching the same, like in the same stitches. This one, the one that does the gap, is a little bit more tricky. But you see, it's like a little bit smaller than the other ones. But you just do the same thing. So the outside bit here and the outside bit over here. Like this. And here you finish it in the very last one. So if you're using a tree, like tree chain edge, like on a corner like I am, just finish in the second one. If you're using a 2 chain stitch corner, you just stop in the first one of the corner like this, and you would do like a little knot here, or if you're joining multiple, you just grab the next one, hold it here, and just continue, and then there will be 2 together like this, and you do the same here, and you can go and like do a punch. So finish this, fold the next ones right sides to right sides, and just continue. And this, you pull it prettily, not to let it bunch. And this is how it looks. You see they look joined together, but yeah, this is how it looked. I'll show a picture of how it looks when the yarn that you use to join is not a different color, it's the same color. Put it on screen. Okay, so for the second one, we'll be doing a whip stitch. This should have been the first one, to be quite honest. I'll do a whip stitch on the whole stitch. So same thing, right sides together, cut a piece of yarn that will cover the whole thing. I just do a lot more. Thread your needle, this, and then you will be just doing a whip stitch on the whole thing. You will be grabbing the full stitch like this, and the other one as well, like this. Pull it. You can do a little knot here. I'm not going to because I'm taking these apart. And then just do that. So you're grabbing the whole of the stitch on both sides. So here and here. This. And pull it. I like to do this. I don't know, I just got used to it, and then just like spread apart, make sure it's not pulled. And this is how it looks like. It's, you know, what it is. It's an easy way to join. It's quite simple. Not much to say about it. I'm going to show how it looks when you use the same colored thread to do it. It's quite a simple one. It's quite seamless. You know, like you touch it, it's okay. In the back though, there's this little, oh, I think I forgot to show the back part of the other one. I'm so sorry. It has this kind of bump because, you know, we joined them, and this is how it looks. You might like this. Pretty. This is the back side. This is the front side. Okay, so for the next one, we are using a hook. the hook that you used to create the square. And you don't need to cut a piece of the joining yarn. You just have to, you know, have the ball of yarn. And you do a slip knot. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is called slip stitch on the back loop, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm so sorry. So what you would do, right sides together as usual, and like the first one, we will be using the back side, the back loop of the square. So put your needle through. Is this the right one? Yeah. And then you grab your slip knot that you just did, and then you pull it like so. Oh god, I'm almost getting another one. I'm going to get another one. No. Okay, so you pull it and then you just secure it. You're going to go to the next one, so only the back side. So this one and then this one. You grab the yarn on the other side, pull it, and then you do a slip stitch like so. And then you do that again and again and again. Be sure to be getting only the back loop, and you can go in with your, like, the hook of the crochet. I'm having a hard time because I used two yarns to make these. But yeah, so back loop, go on the other side, grab it through, slip stitch. Let's do it one more. Be sure they are matching, and then you go back loop, grab it, pull it, and success. Let's do it again. Be sure to not pull it too tight and start bunching it up, because this is not, with crochet you cannot just pull it apart like we've been doing with the whip stitches. So if you bunch it up too much, you will have to go back, undo some stitches. And pulling it up is like really, pulling like this. Don't do that. Have a loose hand with this one. Loose hand. So we're done. This is how it looks in the back. It's actually quite pretty. Like, see, it's like so. This is the back side, and this is the front side. Oh my god, this is so pretty. Honestly, I love this effect that it looks just like they're joined together, just like side by side, but they're actually stitched. And I'll put on screen how it looks with the same colored yarn. And this, in my opinion, I actually got a stitch wrong here. If you see, like, this is how it looks if you accidentally get the front stitch. It looks a little bit messed up, but yeah. And this for me looks very similar to the whip stitch on the back loop, but the back finish is a little bit different. It's a little bit more flat, almost no difference, to be quite honest. And I just think the other one is a little bit simpler, but this one has the added advantage of like not having to cut yarn previously, because you're using the hook. Maybe you prefer using the hook over the needle. So this is it. If you get things wrong, pull it, wee, and they're out. Let's go for the next one. Okay, so the next one we're doing, I don't really know how it's called. I think it's like single crochet, I don't know, but we are going to do like a chain on top, and it's going to look really nice. Okay, so with this one we are doing a like chain single crochet stitch on top. So these are the right sides, oops, right sides, and we're folding them wrong sides together. And we are using the back stitch. So last time we were using the same, but we were doing them in the wrong side. So we were folding them right sides together and stitching in the back loops, but they were away from each other. So now we are folding them wrong sides together, like this, and we're going to use the stitches that are touching each other, like so, like this ones, okay? So do your slip knot and put them, you know, touching each other, and you go on the back loop, back loop. Wait, I'm in the wrong one. This one, sorry. This, you grab your thing, you grab your knot and you pull it through like this. Now you do the same again. So, let's just see. This, like this, and you grab it and you pull it through, and then you yarn over and do a chain or a single crochet. I'm sorry, I'm very bad with terminology. I'm actually a crochet beginner-ish. Now you do the same. So grab only the back loops, the ones that are touching each other, pull the yarn through, yarn over, chain. Don't pull it too tight because you don't want it to bunch, and you know, just keep doing it. So back with back, this, back with back. Yay. Let me just pull it a little bit just so they can see it. Okay, and this is how it looks. You see, like, I like this one for if you want to have this break and use like a different color. I think it looks really pretty. You can see the stitches over here, and this is how the back looks. You know, it's quite stretchy. I think this is a pretty one as well. It doesn't look bulky. It has a little bit of texturing because of the stitches that we did, but nothing too major. Yeah. Okay, so for the next one, I'm doing one that I kind of joining that I think it's really pretty. I've seen in some crochet granny square skirts that I saw on Pinterest, and I think it's a nice one. So basically we're only going to be joining the gaps like this, and when you look at from afar, these bits here, they're not going to join. So I'm using a whip stitch. You can also use the slip stitch that you do with the crochet hook on this one as well. Kind of the same vibe. So what we're doing is we're folding them right sides together, this, and then we're starting in the very end. And here, what you can do if you want is you can mark, get my markers, you can mark the gaps together so that you know that they're together this one, and then you can do this for like every time you join actually if you want to, but and this one's kind of very important because we're only joining the eps. So yeah, first we're starting here in the corner. You can do a little knot. Just going to oops oops. I'm just going to do like this just so it's secure. So I did a knot here, and then I will do a whip stitch, but I will be catching the whole crochet, so not just the back side but everything. So back and front, this, and here as well. Grab the whole stitch, this and like this. Okay, mine's are a little spread out just because I've been working in the same squares, but yours probably won't be. So now you just join the one of the corners. You will just walk your yarn through all the way here. I just did that by doing this, zigzagging only on the outside bit, so you don't have to go all the way through the both, just on the outside. And this is the kind of stitch that you would do with the same color. I'll show you that later, because it doesn't look nice if you use a different color. So you walked your yarn all the way here, and now you are grabbing and stitching these, the two sides. So you've worked only on one side, the other side it's clean. And now you will grab the whole stitch, so front and back, like so, and the other one as well. So from front to back, like this, and you do your stitch. This, don't pull too hard. Like I did, don't do that. And if you want, you can go ahead and do like a reinforcing. So this is where my thing is. I'll just go all the way, see? All the way over here to do a knot on the same place just to secure it, because this one is kind of the least secure of all. So hold it like this, and now we have a knot on top. Now the yarn is on the other side, and I'll just walk it all the way here and do the same thing. And now you are joining these two the same way. So you grab both sides of the stitch, both sides of the stitch, see? Only on the gap. You will pull it, see if it's right. Go ahead and do a securing of the knot. I like to be really secure. I mean, if you don't do that, I don't think it's going to be like bad, but I prefer it because, as I said, it's a very gentle stitching together of squares, this one. It's not my favorite, to be quite honest. I didn't use this one, but I saw it in some pictures, and I think some people might want this one. So I got all the way here, and I'm joining this one. So actually my yarn is in, so I'm just going to I'm just going to go in like that. So I'm just going to join these two, the whole stitch. So 1, 2, 1, 2, oh. This, the whole stitch is in. Let's go like in, and then again to secure it. And we're going to the and. This, and in the very end you can do this. You can grab 2 knots, because I do a 3 chain stitch corners. So once, and then twice. Wait. And you can hold it, and then you can secure it like so. Like this. So this is how it looks, and if you open it, you will have these gaps. And these stitches are going to be done in the same color, so they're not going to stand out like this. I'm going to do this in this one because I haven't done it before, and I'll show you how it looks with the same color. So these stitches over here, they won't really appear. And then I will show you how it looks. Tiny needle for tiny yarn. Okay, so this is how it looks. See, as you can tell, we create a little bit of a gap here. And as I've been saying in my last videos, this is a very tiny yarn. So I have like a lot of gaps, but you might have less because you might use like a thicker yarn, but it's not this chunky. It's like a halfway yarn. I don't know. But yeah, like see, these are the gaps that we created because we're using the same thread and the same thing. You don't really see it, and it's quite secure. Like unless you try to rip it apart, you won't be able to. And it's a very pretty one as well. I quite like it. This is it. There we have it. I hope this was useful. Don't forget to subscribe, give me a like, comment anything down below if you liked it. If you think I could improve some way, if there's something that was too confusing, let me know what kind of project you're doing with granny square crochets. Is it a blanket? Is it a purse? Is it a bandana? Is it a blouse like this one that I have a tutorial on, or like we'll have in a couple of days? Is it granny square pants? What are you doing? What are you using this information for? Let me know. Also, social media. That's it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.